I have the receipt from my purchase at Total Wine when I went in there looking for alcohol-free options. This is from December 31st, 2020, 4:19 p.m. I walked to the very back of the store. I will never forget feeling like I could literally smell the wine. As I was walking past all my old BFFs to get to the back where they had a tiny little section with alcohol-free options. I purchased a Be Well Chardonnay. It was $11.99. So this is where I purchased my very first alcohol-free wine. And I remember thinking, what is the point? This is the biggest waste of money. This is so stupid. Why? I literally was thinking, why? Why am I buying this thing? That purchase changed my life. That purchase changed the trajectory of my life. I had no idea at that time because I honestly didn't even think I'd make it to the first weekend without alcohol. I didn't think I would make it. I thought this is a total joke, but you know what? I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a try. And you know what? I knew even then before I had started that I was going to need alternatives. I knew how important it would be. Somehow I knew. I don't know how I knew. I just mean like something inside of me was like, go to Total Wine and see what else they have. Like, stop buying what you always buy. Go see what else they have. Go find some alternatives. And I did. I mean, I bought one item. I was like, I wasn't totally committed. I was like, well, I'll just buy one bottle. So there you go. That's what I did. And that is what started this all. And I was like, it wasn't that bad. Actually, Be Well Chardonnay is pretty good, but it wasn't grape juice in a wine bottle. Like, I wasn't horrified by it. And then I went back a couple of days later and I bought my Ritual tequila, which actually did really, really, really change my life. Okay. All that to say, having alcohol-free alternatives makes all the difference. And so I just want to share those with you. I want to get to know you better. I want to connect with you. So this is the first time I'm running the Mocktail Challenge. This is the first time I'm ever doing this. This is brand new. It's a 21-day program because it takes 21 days, to change a habit, right? It takes 21 days to kind of break your habit. So let's break our habits of maybe going back to our old ways, and let's have a great time while we're doing it. So you can join the Mocktail Challenge. Mocktailchallenge.com is where you can sign up. You can use right now. I don't know when you're listening to this, but if this is before our October Mocktail Challenge and you're hearing this, we start October 6th. You can use code October and that will save you $10. There's that. Okay. Here's the plan. I'm not really much of a planner. I did write notes though for today. I promise we're going to have a good time. I'm not building the plane while I'm flying it with the Mocktail Challenge. I have all the emails printed out, like they're all printed out. They're all loaded in. They're ready to go. Okay. So we have 21 days of emails. Every day you're going to get email from me, just of encouragement. You're going to have support. You're going to have some journal prompts and just ways to like reframe your thinking from like, oh, I have to do this. Like, I have to stop drinking to like, I get to like changing your mocktail mantra, so to speak. We're going to talk about like Mocktail 101 things. We're going to just have like some time for reflections, thinking about like, reframing things for ourselves, talking about like mocktail tools, tips, tricks. We're going to have a little community together, listen to me, like we're all going to go live together on a kibbutz or something. No, we're going to have a digital space. It's not on Facebook. So you'll have a community where you can connect with people, post pictures of the mocktails you're drinking, post things of like what you're trying. And because it's the Mocktail Challenge, we're having mini challenges every week and we're having prizes because I am all about fun and prizes. And I want you guys to have fun with me. Like, I want to get to know you. I want to support you. I love being of encouragement. That's all. I love being of encouragement. So I want to be that for you on your sober curious or more mindful drinking journey. So I talked about the emails you're going to get. Oh, we're going to have 4 happiest hours. We're calling it because that's the name of my book. The happiest hours Zooms. Those are on Monday nights, Mocktail Mondays. They'll be recorded. So if you can't be there live, no stress at all. You don't like lose any points or anything. You can watch the recording or whatever, but we're going to make mocktails together, connect. So we're going to do, do you guys want to know what we're doing, what we're drinking? We're going to start with the margarita because it's changed my life. So we're going to talk about the margarita because you need to know how to make a margarita, right? A non-alcoholic margarita. We're going to do that. We're going to talk about, we're going to make a mule on our second week, our second happiest hour. We're doing mules. I love mules. They're one of the easiest mocktails to make. You can make it right in your little copper cup or just make it in any kind of cup that you have. If you don't have a copper cup, I didn't have a copper cup when I first stopped drinking. So we're going to make one of those together. Each week, there will actually be an option for a recipe with a non-alcoholic spirit in it and a recipe option that does not include a non-alcoholic spirit. Because I know for some people, the non-alcoholic spirits can be a trigger, like something that's like a 1-to-1 of like a tequila alternative or a whiskey alternative. It's like, oh, it's too triggering. So I've got something for you if that's triggering to you. I've got a mocktail for you. And then the third and fourth happiest hours, because we're gonna have a kickoff one on the 6th. So that's like kicking it off of our 3 weeks, but we actually have 4 happiest hours, even though it's only a 3-week challenge. The third and fourth week, actually, we're gonna be using an amethyst for the non-alcoholic, for the mocktails that include a non-alcoholic spirit. We're using amethyst. We're gonna be making like a blueberry lime Ricky. If you don't want to use that, you can make a cherry lime Ricky, or you can make whatever you want. Like there's no, like you don't have to make what we're making, what I'm making on the Zoom. You can make whatever you want, or just bring whatever you're making, or bring whatever you're drinking, I should say. And then for our finale, we're going to have a cosmopolitan, which is really a nod to my mom. Actually, on the cover of my book, The Happiest Hour, is a cosmopolitan mocktail. And that was one of her, my mom wasn't a big drinker at all. But if she did like have a cocktail when we're out or whatever, she would have a cosmopolitan. So it's on the cover of the book. So I thought that's a nice way to end our very first mocktail challenge, is to, to culminate the time together where we've had community, we've had connection, we've gotten to know each other, and we've supported one another. That's the whole thing. It's just a community supported coming together event. And so I would love for you to be a part of it. No pressure. Like if this isn't the right time for you, no problem. I love you anyway. No matter what, I'm here for you and I want to support you and encourage you. So those are our prizes, daily emails. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about, like what to order when you're ordering out. What are things maybe you can say when somebody says like, you're not drinking, like things you can, like little comeback one-liners or so to speak. And there's that. Let's see, I'm looking at my notes. Okay, where can you sign up? Mocktailchallenge.com. Did I mention that? I think I already did. Yes, code October will save you $10. Okay, I want to just close out. I hope I did say this to you. I do love you guys so much. I'm so grateful you're a listener of the podcast. Please share it with others. Leave a rating or review. I never asked for that, or I should say never. I very rarely mention it, but I'm supposed to be mentioning it more. So there you go. Leave a rating and review. It helps other people find the show. But really, in closing, if there's any questions you have, anything I can do to support you, my email is deb@mocktailmom.com. I will reply. I get my emails. I am excited to cheer you on, to support you wherever you are in your journey. And just to think that this whole thing traces back to this purchase at Total Wine, where I walked to the very back of the store and I bought my very first alcohol-free wine. This changed everything. And I don't know what it is for you that might change everything. Maybe it's just one purchasing, like a purchase of a non-alcoholic wine. Maybe it's a community that you get connected with, meeting other people who are also sober curious, who are also leaning into a sober lifestyle. I already know of some people who have signed up already for the Mocktail Challenge, who have been sober curious, and they're like, I'm committing to sobriety. I'm doing it, Deb. I'm getting on the boat. Great. Like, I'm so happy you're here. So I don't know what it is. Maybe signing up for the Mocktail Challenge will be that first receipt for you that you look back and you go, wow, I did that and it changed everything for me, or maybe you're just coming, you just have fun and be more mindful. So there's no pressure. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for supporting my journey. It means so much to me to know that I am not alone. You are not alone. You are not walking this journey alone, okay? Find community, get connected with others. You are not alone. I promise you. And you are not the only one who's maybe been struggling for years. Maybe you've been struggling, trying, start, stop, try again. Okay. I did it so many times. And finally, for whatever reason, it finally just clicked. And it was like, enough is enough. And purchasing my first alcohol-free wine made such a difference. So I have no receipts. I'm not a receipt saver. I don't care. I don't keep receipts. Even when I go to Costco and I make my purchases, I literally walk out, crumple it up, throw away in the trash can before I even get to my car. So the fact that I still have this receipt, I must have known this was a very monumental purchase. I must have somehow deep down inside known that like this was really different. Something was changing. So I kept the receipt. I need to frame this. This needs to be framed and hung up here in my little Hannah's old bedroom, my Mocktail podcast studio. All right. Love you guys. That's it. Talk to you guys later.